Oh, one second. It looks like it's trying to kick on here. Come on. All right, Tiara, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. I've got your resume here in front of me. You applied to an HR coordinator position of ours online. You've got a really fantastic background. You've been working as an HR generalist since 2019 for your most recent employer. Tell me what a typical day looked like in your role.
Every day was a tad bit different. So because of the interview process, we didn't have interviews every day. But for the main part, when I come in, I would get settled in. I would answer emails, the text messages in the text system,
Right.
and then I would go. Well, if an interview came in, then I would take the interviewer, interview them, and then from there. I have to grab the CEO. The CEO actually interviews them as well.
Okay.
So then if he likes them, we can proceed. They can fill out. I do all the like hiring paperwork. So I give them the application, and then they took a quick little test, a little quiz. And then from there, I would get all of their documents that they have, and I would copy those. They would pretty much be done because I do the onboarding paperwork at the end of orientation.
All right. Fantastic. Now, what type of industry was the Cross Brothers? What type of company is that?
It's a tech company, so they really work with computers and computer engineers, and they hire pretty much computer engineers.
All right, beautiful. I love it. Okay, great. So first step was interviewing with you. If you liked them and they got through the gate that is Tiara, then they would get to chat with the CEO.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. On average, how many open positions would you say you could be working on at any given time?
I would say it was about three, maybe,
Okay.
the least. So, because we hired like teachers, they did computer classes as well. So it was a lot with computers.
Okay, so let me just make sure I'm following you. So you would be like doing hiring for three, but I'm saying like how many open positions within the company could be open at any given time?
Usually it was about
Okay,
three positions.
So only three openings, so not super high volume.
Right, correct.
Okay. All right. So how large was this company that you were working for?
It was just a small company. It started out in 2017. So
Okay.
they were pretty much recruiting people as well as students for their computer classes.
Okay. Now, so if you're only working on three positions at one time, so there's a lot of hours in the week. What are you doing in the
Right.
other time?
I was doing customer service as well. So I would answer their calls. They do like tech support for other companies.
Okay. So that was also a part of your position then. So what was
Yes.
the call volume like in that area?
It was really high because they did it for I want to say they had like 10 accounts, so they had 10 different companies they had to provide the tech support for.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. And what just kind of give me an idea of what type of calls you would be fielding? Like what type of issues would they be calling in for?
Their computers aren't working, how to fix them, how to get them back running. Maybe the computer froze. It was kind of like more repair stuff that you could fix over the phone, like a tech support.
All right, fantastic. What computer software programs do you feel like you're the most proficient in?
Microsoft Suites. It was drilled into my head. So
Okay. What's your exposure to workman's comp issues, employee relations issues, and things along that line?
we learned those categories in school, but I have not actually worked with those myself.
Okay. And what are your salary expectations? What do you need to consider what do you need to make to consider a position? I mean,
Around $18.
all right, fantastic. Tira, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and chat with you a little bit more if that sounds good.
Okay, sounds great.